Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today, I just wanted to show you guys a few battles that, for some reason, I thought would highlight certain Pokemon or a certain strategy that really worked for me today. These are my auto-recommended battles, which means that I'm basically letting the game choose my team for me. So, without further ado, let's see how these battles go. So we have Lurantis into Talonflame. This is about as hard of a counter as you could find. I do have two water types in the back, and luckily they do not have a direct answer for water, or at least they did not bring in their direct answer to water here. So looking pretty good. The Walrein actually did not get up to the Earthquake. It only got up to seven Powder Snows, so I was able to call that as a bait, and now I'm just going to beat them to this Earthquake and Weather Ball, even if they do go straight Icicle Spear. I can call the second Icicle Spear. That's what's so good about Shadow Politoed is that it still has some bulk to it, even though it's a Shadow type. So um, it can just call the bait and not worry about being fast moved down. And they let go their Walrein. So looking pretty good here. They do come back in with Talonflame. So this is one thing that I really wanted to showcase is that I'm actually able to get to a Weather Ball as long as I survive the first Incinerate. So I recognize there that I could survive the first Incinerate, and basically I either get a shield or I can just waterfall this down. Um, I don't expect them to have a direct counter to Gyarados in the back because they didn't bring in a water counter into Politoed. And sure enough, they have Stunfisk. So here we're going to see how well Lurantis does against Stunfisk. I actually didn't know at the time, but this would be within superpower range. So I could just go for the superpower and end this. I was just kind of worried that I would not. I wouldn't take it out, and I'd be left in a situation where they could potentially get a bunch of farm off on me. Um, but in the future, I know I can just superpower there. Um, and so this is a Scolipede versus Abomasnow. This is a good matchup, even though Scolipede is very squishy. They switch into Whiscash here, and I actually recognize here that they are likely going to go for mud bombs. They don't even go up to the blizzard. So once again, you really want to go up to the big move. In this case, it would be blizzard, and I might have to shield. But because they're going straight mud bomb, I can survive two mud bombs on my Zapdos. Even though Zapdos is very squishy, it's not so squishy that it can't take these not so heavy damage moves. And the Whiscash is actually going to be forced to double shield here if it wants to keep its Whiscash. And I can shield, and their mud shots are still not very threatening to me, so I don't have to worry about being farmed down. I can get to this Drill Peck, and that basically guarantees me the switch here. And I'm just going to blind switch into Malamar because Malamar can actually do quite well against Abomasnow. It can basically just one-shot the Abomasnow. There you see that my phone screen actually wasn't registering me charging up that attack, unfortunately, but still was able to do a good sizable amount of damage. I am going to get off this superpower against the Abomasnow. Hopefully this is enough to KO. Not quite enough to KO, so the Abomasnow is most likely going to take me out here. Um, and then I can go into Scolipede. And Scolipede should be able to reach a Sludge Bomb before Blastoise reaches its next Hydro Cannon. So close game there, but luckily Zapdos really being the saving grace since I was able to switch into it after only taking about a single mud shot's worth of farm on my uh, so here we have Malamar into Nidoqueen. This is an okay matchup, even though the Psycho Cuts are doing super effective damage. I can tie them to each of these Poison Fangs, and you see here that I actually have Zapdos in the back. So potentially, oh, that's unfortunate. I could have potentially switched out and beat them in the charge move priority with Zapdos, but I do overtap. So they let go of their Malamar, and they come in with Altaria. So I'm shield down. This is kind of a risky play because they might assume that I have Ice Beam. In fact, it would have been nice to have Ice Beam here, but regardless, I am going to let this go because I don't want to go two shields down. I am just going to bait with the Bubble Beam. I didn't quite get up to the Shadow Ball there, but I was worried that they were going to reach another Sky Attack. Um, and so here, I'm just going to shield up my Nidoqueen, and then I can take them out if they don't want to use a second shield. But they do, and they tie me to the move. So this is not a terrible situation. This is the best case scenario here because I am going to go straight into my Zapdos, and sure enough, they have a Beedrill in the back. This Beedrill is going to take massive damage. Boom! Beedrill gets one shot, and I am able to get to the second Drill Peck. So in this case, Zapdos in the back just being so deadly. Luckily, the opponent threw all of its energy on Nidoqueen, which pretty much guaranteed me the win. So here's a kind of neutral matchup. It's Noctowl versus Drapion. Drapion actually goes for the Sludge Bomb, so I am thinking that I can potentially catch the Sludge Bomb on my Beedrill. You see there that I get them very low with the Sky Attack. And I come into Beedrill thinking that I can maybe beat them to the move. I can't, but I tie them to the move, and they shield. They switch out immediately, maybe thinking that they would get KO'd through the shield, which is something that you definitely don't want if they were at exactly one hit point. But I am going to reach the one drill run, and I almost reached the second one if they hadn't thrown. So they aren't at that much energy right now. I can come in with Malamar, and now you're going to see how much these superpowers are going to do. So I actually, luckily they don't catch the move there. I'm going to foul play them, and they're out of shield, so this Sky Attack will take them out. So that's just showing you how well Malamar in the back can do with energy. And this battle is pretty much over. I saved two shields for the Malamar in the back. I'm already at two superpowers. Now you're going to see how much the superpowers do. Boom! That's almost enough to take him out. And then this one should do it. Here we have a Zoomerl into Frostlass. And Frostlass isn't switching out. And they actually go right for the Avalanche. So once again, the opponent is not getting up to the scary move there. They're just going straight for the resisted Avalanche. But I catch the Rock Blast here, which is really nice because I get some farm and I do some super effective bubbles to this Graveler. Going for a bit of risk there. I'm thinking that he's just going to go straight Rock Blast. And at this stage, I can take him out with a Body Slam. So I just do so and really cleanly win that mid game there. I'm looking pretty good. I get off this Body Slam. They are going to get a good bit of farm on their Frostlass. And so now I'm going to have to take out this Frostlass because Porygon Z just takes way too long to get to the Zap Cannon. I'm going to have to at least do as much damage as possible. Once again, they only go up to the Avalanche. I was counting. And now I'm just going straight into Porygon Z because I'm hoping that I can scare them off. And if not, I can land a Zap Cannon. But instead, they let their Talonflame get Zap Cannon. So they should have definitely shielded that. They could have potentially farmed down my Porygon and beaten my Zoomerl, but as it stands, they concede the match. So good game. Really fun using the Porygon Z. So here I go straight into Galvantula because I'm hoping that I can just I can take this Icy Wind and do those precious fast attacks worth of damage. They come into Ninetales, and this is the move I want to use on Alolan Ninetales anyway, because the lunge would be resisted. And this Ninetales is going to take super effective damage from the Sea King. So this is where I'm going to get all my energy, is against the Ninetales. I am just barely able to survive this Psyshock, even though the Ninetales wasn't debuffed. So I have a good amount of energy here. I can actually get to two Icy Winds if the Drifblim stays in, which they are. I get to two Icy Winds. I need this Drifblim to call it. I need them to get rid of their Drifblim, and they do. So that's really great. They have a Toxic Croak in the back, and so this is the reason why I wanted to show this battle is because I don't actually have to bait here, even though they shield. Because I have two shields, and if I frenzy planted, they could have potentially just countered me down if they had called the frenzy plant. Um, so two earthquakes is a safer play there every time. You don't want to bait unnecessarily. And those are all the battles I have for you today. So not a whole lot, but I just wanted to show those six really fun battles. I will make sure to show you guys more later. So if there's anything you want to see, any Pokemon you want me to power up, leave a comment down below, and I hope to see you guys next time.